Welcome back to IndieVoice, where we highlight the freshest indie games that deserve your attention. Today's review is brought to you in collaboration with Indie Gems as we dive into the Orbs of Chaos, an action-packed bullet hell roguelike available on Steam in early access. This is a retro-inspired promise, chaotic spellcasting, intense boss battles, and endless enemy waves. Let's see if it lives up to its hype. In Orbs of Chaos, you harness the power of magical orbs to cast devastating spells and survive an onslaught of Lovecraftian horrors. Each run lasts 21 minutes, broken into fast-paced waves of enemies and several brutal bullet hell-inspired boss fights. With 10 starting spell combinations, over 35 unique spells, and a dynamic corruption tree for permanent upgrades, no two runs feel the same. The game's retro pixel art style and pulse-pounding soundtrack add to the immersive chaos, constantly keeping you on edge, but be warned, this is not an easy ride. The difficulty spikes and only the most strategic players will survive to uncover the grotesque secrets of this unholy world. At first glance, Orbs of Chaos might remind you of Vampire Survivors, but it quickly established its own identity. Using what they have is called an orb system, because you're choosing 3 orbs at the start of each run defines your playstyle, and the way you combine into powerful spells keeps the gameplay fresh. For example, combining life-stealing orbs with a bouncing projectiles creates a deadly self-sustaining setup that feels incredibly satisfying. That said, the game can get really overwhelming, both in terms of enemies on screen and the sheer complexity of the orb system. It's easy to die early on, especially when facing the first boss, but the frustration is balanced by the drive to learn and improve. And let's not forget Chaos Mode, which pushes you to your limits with overleveled spells, customized challenges. It's a fantastic feature for players looking to experiment or practice. For the pros and cons of Orbs of Chaos: pros, orb system depth, challenging gameplay, replayability, retro pixel art, and intense soundtrack. Cons, a very steep learning curve and high difficulty spikes. Orbs of Chaos delivers a solid early access experience that blends chaotic fun with strategic depth. The unique orb system and intense bullet hell mechanics make it stand out from the similar roguelikes, even if the difficulty can feel overwhelming at times. It's a great value for fans of retro-inspired games who love a challenge. While I won't give this an official verdict, as it is still in development, but if I had to, I'd rate Orbs of Chaos as recommended. It's enjoyable, occasionally frustrating, but overall heading into a great direction. Thanks for tuning in to IndieVoice. If you played Orbs of Chaos, let me know your favorite orb combinations and strategies in the comments down below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more indie game reviews and spotlights. And until next time, keep gaming and supporting indie developers.